Well, happy Sunday evening, everyone. How are you doing on this Sunday evening? I hope that you're doing fantastic. I don't know about you, but it's been a very busy weekend for me, but that's not a complaint at all. Not a complaint at all. Just sometimes we have lots and lots of things to juggle. Welcome to life, right? Welcome to life. So, anyway, I am excited because I want to invite you. I want to give you a very special invitation from Senator Doug Jones. Coming up this Tuesday, October the 6th at 7 p.m., he wants to invite Central Alabama business leaders for a discussion. You get an opportunity to have uninterrupted time for at least an hour with Senator Doug Jones. I'm excited because I have my friends Ronda Robinson, who will come and who will talk about what it means, this particular campaign, and also just the times that we are in right now. These are some precarious times. And for those of you who are joining today, I see we have several of you on. I would love for you to share out the broadcast. We will not be very long tonight, but I want you to understand that we want you to participate. There's a ticker at the bottom of the screen. It gives you the information. October 6th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Register dougjones.com/events. Right now, I'm going to bring on my friend. And by the way, we have someone from Doug Jones's campaign who's standing by, waiting in the wings to talk to us as well. And we first are going to bring on Mrs. Ronda Robinson-McKenzie.
Hey.
Hey, doll. How are you?
I'm awesome. You look beautiful.
Honey, if you only knew. I should be saying you look beautiful. If you only knew this routine about 5 minutes before I came on here.
I know the story.
Sometimes we just have to put it together and go.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
News happens. So, Ronda Robinson-McKenzie, I know we have an event that we are going to moderate per se with Senator Doug Jones. We have Terry Chapman, who's waiting in the wings, and she works with Doug Jones's campaign. But you and I will be there taking questions from Central Alabama business leaders. And before we get to that political part, we're going there, and we're going to talk about what this event means for Central Alabama business leaders. However, when you talk about times such as this, I'm trying to place my words carefully.
Yeah.
When you talk about times such as this.
Yeah.
You know, it's important for all of us to either get out to vote or either to influence those that we know to make it happen as well, to get out there and vote.
Yeah. It's been a tough couple of months. I mean, we have this pandemic we're dealing with.
Yeah.
We are having some very tough conversations about discrimination and race. And then on top of that, we're trying to make our way to this election. And I'm hoping that through this event, we can offer some encouragement for folks to stay the course, to definitely participate in the process, because your vote does matter. And as an entrepreneur, I mean, how many times do we sit around and talk about, the challenges we face? I always wonder who came up with the term small business, because there's nothing small about what we do as entrepreneurs. And, how many times do we sit around and we talk about, how to make things better, or if we had more access to this, or if we knew about that? Well, now we have an opportunity to speak with someone who can help make things better, or at least be a listening ear and be our advocate for us. And I'm hoping to open up some of that dialogue on behalf of many entrepreneurs on Tuesday night.
That sounds so good. I love how you said that we have access, as business leaders and as entrepreneurs, because it's a lot of work. They call it small business. But if, a day in the life of an entrepreneur, I mean, it's Sunday and we work.
Yeah.
There are no off days. There are no off times.
No holidays.
No, what off
no
day?
9 to 5.
What's that?
If I'm not working, I'm not making any money, honey.
Okay. Really? So let me go ahead and let's bring on Terry Chapman, who is the Deputy Political Director for the Senator. Hey, Terry.
Hey, y'all. How are you doing?
Hey, doing great. Oh, this is so fun, y'all. Like behind the scenes, when we were talking the other day, kind of like putting our heads together, was like, oh, this is just going to be great. So guess what? We bring our party to the screen tonight. And I am asking you at home, there is the information that's running below the screen there, okay? We're asking you to register for the information, register for the event, whether you are watching live right now, whether you will tune in later to this broadcast. We need your help in the form of participation. DougJones.com/events. If you're listening to my voice right now, do me a favor and just hit that share button. Ronda and I will be on, and we're going to be fielding your questions. Some people are going to be able to ask him questions live, okay? If you want to do that, you can do that as well. But you can also message me, and I'm also going to put my email in the box as well, so you will be able to contact me. Terry, I'll go right to you. Talk about why the senator wants to talk specifically to Black business leaders in Central Alabama.
Okay, so I'll just start here. So we've been doing a series of these discussions and such across the state. The first conversation addressed the Black business community in the North Alabama region. Of course, this week we'll be addressing the Central Alabama region, and then our third and final discussion will address the South Alabama region. Is that on my end?
It might be. I hear a little something. I'm not sure what it is, though.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But well, hey, that's all right. But this will be an hour-long conversation with Senator Jones, where the attendees will get the opportunity to ask the senator questions and share some insight into what you're dealing with on your end with your business. So like Keisa said, if you're in Jefferson County, Shelby County, Montgomery, the Black Belt, anywhere across Central Alabama, we invite you to join us.
That sounds good. And I'm going to go ahead and post. And Rhonda, I just saw that you put your information in the screen for people to be able to contact you. So I'm going to let you go ahead and you actually share that as well. Can you tell them where they would contact you?
Yes. So I shared my email address, carminecommunications@gmail.com. That's the name of my business, Carmine Communications. And, since I left TV, I basically took that media knowledge and formed a company, and I help small business owners get exposure to the public. So I have a lot of fun doing that, and I'm excited about opening up this dialogue and really giving business owners a seat at the table to talk about some of the things that they don't really get a chance to talk about with our leaders. So I'm really excited about it.
Help me understand how important both Terry or Ronda, I'll let you all talk about this. Help me understand and help our listeners understand how important it is to have that seat at the table. Sometimes we blow things over in this political season, but for someone to extend a personal invitation to you, okay, and to a group that as entrepreneurs, we're not known as hardworking, nose to the ground, not looking up, not having that time, not taking the time, but there's a personal invitation that's been extended. Ladies, talk about how important that is to take that invitation, especially for such a time as this.
Okay, I can probably start with that one, Rhonda. So I would say, the senator really wants to have an opportunity to connect with the Black business community. And, which is why this series is so important. I mean, I would almost liken it to a listening session to a degree, a listening tour, if you will. But, really and truly, the senator, he wants to hear any challenges that, Black business owners and leaders are facing. He wants to hear what they care about, because he gets to take this information back to him to Washington. And, he's taking these stories, these trials, these hurts, whatever the case may be, and he's able to apply it to what he's doing up in Washington, any legislation and such. And, you know, it really just makes an impact because this is his way of being a better representative for you. So that's why I think it's just so important to have that seat at the table and to have that voice.
Rhonda, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, so I have two things that I can see it from the perspective of a woman business owner and as a African-American business owner. And so there are challenges in both categories. So it's nice to be able to sit down and talk about with someone who cares about these challenges. We could talk about with the COVID situation, funding that was available for small business owners. Well, many of the Black business owners were at a disadvantage when everything came down so quickly because they did not already have a lot of the paperwork in place so that they could qualify for the loans they needed so desperately. So this kind of dialogue is so important because I think it can be helpful to give some sort of insight into what the problems are, because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't open up that door and have that dialogue, have that conversation, then you can't educate either side on how to make it better.
I love that. And let me tell you my irritation sometimes. My irritation can be that we'll get in the back, in the corner, behind closed doors, and we will have those conversations or we will file complaints. But when it's time to take action and to stand there and be accounted for and to say, I don't understand, or I feel that I need more help, we won't always do that. We won't always ask for the help. That is frustrating to me. It's you know, I heard someone say from a criticism perspective, oh, okay, well, it's election time again. It absolutely is. But listen, I don't care if it's election time. I don't care if it's Christmas time. I don't care if it's Easter time. An invitation is an invitation is an invitation. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I want, you know, if I could yell across my timeline and just say to my friends, I have a number of people who are business owners who I'm connected to, and just say, y'all, this is for you. Now, Terry, I want you to let them know how to get involved. They must register. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the noise. I'm not sure if it's on my end, blah, 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 or where it's coming from, so just bear with us. But Terry, can you please make sure that you tell people they must register for this event? You can't just show up day of and say, oh, there's this event. You must register, right?
Yes, you must register for the event. As Keisa said, if you would like to get involved, please visit www.dougjones.com /events. And when you go on there, you're going to have a registration link. It'll ask you for your name, your email, your cell number and such. You'll put that information in, and then immediately afterwards, you'll receive a text message and an email with the Zoom information. So yeah, don't wait till the last minute and think that, oh, you know, I got this link, I'll just go ahead and Zoom in. No, that's not how that works. It's a couple more steps there. So make sure you go ahead and register early. So when it's time to hop on to the conversation, you can just easily just click on.
And there's the address right there. It's dougjones.com /events. And I want to make sure, again, Rhonda, make sure that you give people your email address as well.
Yes, it's carminecommunications@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. If you're not able to register, we want you to register. But if you're not and you just simply want to pass along your question, we'll be happy to ask that question for you, but we really want you to register.
We really want you to register. Here's my email address as well, Keisa@KeisaSharpe.com. We want you to send your questions, and as Ronda mentioned, and that's where you register as well for the event, dougjones.com /events. You know, I know I may be being repetitive, but I just, people tune in at various times, and it's like you have to just kind of keep saying it, keep playing it, or whatever. And just like Rhonda, please get in my inbox. If there's something you would like me to ask on your behalf, I am more than happy to do it. Rhonda is more than happy to do it. But remember, you must register. Ladies, I'm going to go ahead and allow you all to get some closing thoughts before I see you both Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Closing thoughts.
I just want to encourage people, just stay the course. Don't get discouraged. I know this has been a roller coaster, these last couple of months, but we really have to stick together and really, participate in the process. So I just want to encourage people right now. I know it's tough. I know we are kind of dealing with some uncertain times because we don't know what's going to happen with this coronavirus in the near future. Will things get shut down again? And that can cause a lot of anxiety and stress. But please stay the course. Don't get discouraged. And please participate in the process and vote.
Thank you. Terry?
All right. I'll just say, you know what? Just don't be intimidated. This event that's coming up, I know a lot of people hear, oh, we're speaking with a sitting senator. Oh, that's huge. You may get intimidated. They're like, oh, I don't really know what to say. I don't really know how to act. But you know what? He's a person that is elected, like everybody else. And, the event, it'll be a good time. It'll be very, very casual, just a really good conversation, good opportunity to just, get what's off your chest, ask the things that's on your heart. And, just hopefully, you'll get some really good information out the deal. And, it'll just be a really great opportunity. So we really do hope to see you there. And when you do go to dougjones.com/events, the name of the event is going to be Central Alabama Discussion with Black Business Leaders.
Okay.
So that'll be the event that you're looking for.
Okay. Central Alabama Discussion with Black business leaders. And remember, this one happens this Tuesday at 7 p.m. If you haven't registered, no problem. You still have time. And we want to make sure that you get in on the front end, because you will then receive a link once you register to be able to participate in the event on Tuesday night. Ladies, I thank you so very much. I'm always one to give back more time. So I look forward to it on Tuesday. And I hope that you all have a good night, and God bless.
Bye-bye.
Great. Bye. Thank you.
See you Tuesday.